Welcome back into the porch where I get to be me and you get to be you, and Jesus still loves all of us in between, so that's wonderful. I just have some funnies to bring you, some musings, if you will. No real straight trajectory with this video besides to entertain you. You know, like most, this is for entertainment purposes only. Anyway, I think there's a cute ass story here, so. It's like, well, I personally, it took me a long time in my life to learn my cardinal directions, okay? I just don't get it, even if you like tattooed north on my, me and the real true north and south and real true east and west has had a problem ever since I was old enough to drive. Because, like, to go north on the map, it looks like we're going east and west. Have you ever done the loop in Dallas? I mean, come on, it's ridiculous, so. And in the night sky, finding the North Star to me has always been like, find the brightest one. The other morning, I'm driving my kids to school, okay, and it's winter, so I get that the stars are in sky move. I get it, that the map of that changes. I get it. Our astro map of what we're looking at, I get that it changes, but I'm driving my kids to school the other day, and the sun's coming up, and the moon's still hanging in the sky. In fact, it was still dark outside, because those of you who are taking your kids to school right now, it's dark outside. The wolf moon was like hanging in the sky and it's pitch black, and there I am at, like, dropping my kids off at middle school thinking it is too early to go. It is weird to go to school when the moon's still up. Anyway, on the way there was a super bright star in the sky, and I said, I'm thinking to myself, like, that must be the North Star because it's the brightest and the last one to. I look at my compass in my truck and I'm traveling south and southeast. Now, see, that right there is why I can't, as a girl, for girls, it's difficult. I just don't get it. See, I thought, if without any compass at all, and I was lost in Georgia at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd have swore that was the North Star, and I'd have followed it thinking it was north. So I just chuckle at me because give or take a damn how the world works, and, it's funny because I was like, God should just hang a sign in the sky that says north, and hey, that's the North Star. Some of us have trouble even figuring out which one that is. That's funny. So, anyway, to make a joke of this, it's like, like astrology. Like, can you imagine being our forefathers in astrology trying to map the stars? They're so fickle. Like, one minute we have a North Star, and then the next season we have a South Star. So I'm like, when does South get a star? You know what I mean? Like, now I know why we don't have, like, there's not like a North Star and a South Star. I'm saying there is. We would get those confused. Like, there's two bright things in the sky. Like, which one's north? It's a little bit brighter than south. I mean, we would get that confused, So, it's just funny. It's a conundrum that I'll never fix in my entire life. It always makes me scratch my head. So, it's adorable that I move in the Lord and I move around here on life, in real life. And I just am, cardinal directions just missed me my whole life. Just gone. Like, I don't know. But true north inside of me, I could definitely find that. So what's funny about me when I travel and drive myself out of the state and away from my hometown, for me to find the right direction, the right way to go to my aunt's, or the right way to go here, the right way to drive into Texas, I always enter it backwards because because I don't follow the cardinal directions very well. So what's cute about that is, like, I know where north is because I went south, right? And that is such a great blueprint to take from this cute little story of absence of intellect about cardinal directions. What I want you to take away from this is the average Christian rolling down the path, or whatever, God's people, going down the path, and you're screaming, hey, this is north, and there's people going the opposite direction. You're like, oh, they're not going, boy, we'll pray for them. It might be okay because they're going to find north by going south. And once they get there, they're going to realize that they're in the wrong place. Oh, it's the direct opposite. And they'll never make that mistake again. They're going to know forever which place is north. It may not be the first place they find on the compass because, like me, north is not going to be the first direction that I find. Even though God has hung a sign in the astral sky saying this is north. North is the pinnacle of all directions to figure out where the rest of the directions are. And I get that, But then there's laning. So I always find north by finding south first. I find all the other directions. And that's how, so I work a little backwards. So just because there's, a Christian, or just because there's anybody with a heart going down a river and you think they should go a certain way, chill, relax. Let's see how they fly solo. So let people do what they do, because like me, they might be going the other direction, but they're going to find home by knowing where hell is. They're going to find heaven by knowing where hell is. They're going to find happiness by knowing what absolute sorrow is. For that, take the medicine, put it in your hat, there you go. So those are the 2 cute messages I had for you. A little bit of musings, kind of funny. The next few messages that I'm going to bring today are heavy hitters, and I really want you guys to ears up on them, because they mean a lot to me, and I think they're not going to go anywhere unless you guys listen. So you'll listen to me, you hear me? No. So I'm going to elaborate more on something that I had picked up on about 5 weeks ago, and if you're watching the Pulse here on the porch, I had actually talked about the I Am Revolution, and I had talked about the application process of being somebody, and that the world needs somebody, and that I'm just sitting here being a somebody, and then I'll just go ahead and fill out that application, and that we're sitting at a precipice of a really great time. And I had talked to you guys prior about gaining prophetic knowing, and about raising a yellow flag for sovereignty, and slow clapping a revolution, and I wasn't playing. I really do get what you call downloads a bit. Jesus talks to me about that. And I may not be the only one he's talking to about it, but he's talking to me about it and telling me to do certain things in my life, and I obey. That's how I created the porch. I obey. It's not just I was bored one day and decided to do some crazy shit in my life. So I obey and I move. And now he has changed my trajectory, just a little bit here. And now I need to go this direction. And so I want to apprise you guys of that direction with the next couple of videos that I put out, okay? So need to know where we're going. You're a part of this crazy church too, all right? So until next time, stay kind and stay out of your mind. Mwah. Love y'all.